like you.
You know what the sick thing is? When we're sick, we look for a queen in the wrong places. Can't find no queen in the nightclub. Ain't no queen in there. They may be queens for the wrong power.
Yes.
But I know when I was stuck in my sickness, I go to the nightclub.
Amen.
Can't find no.
Juicy.
I guess I shouldn't generalize, but it's hard to find.
But is it generalizing when it's your experience?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's the spirit. 90% of what we find in a club didn't come from on high. Usually.
Yeah, and you know, that's in my experience. And it's what keeps me. It's what makes it unattractive.
Right.
It's like
Exactly.
even like there's certain things about me. Like I don't all the tattoos and all that. I don't care how you shape.
Yeah,
I
right.
like a shapely woman, but I don't. It's a turn off.
It's ridiculous.
The butterfly
Ridiculous.
eyelashes is a turn off.
Yeah, right.
I can't recognize you because you was redheaded yesterday and blonde head. None of that.
Bald
I
head
like
yesterday
natural.
and weed down tomorrow.
And so my preference, and I trust Yahoo for the bringing. My preference is the more natural. You know, somebody who is more equally yoked and suitable for me.
And when we follow spiritual principles, we try to be more like Christ, right?
Right.
And Christ judged the inside,
Always.
not the outside.
Always.
So a person's inside should be much more important
Take
than
the
their
priority.
exterior.
But at the same
Because
time,
it's
sir,
some
you gotta go to the gym.
exterior beautiful devils.
But you gotta go to the gym too now. It can't be no fat woman sitting on the bed not eating all day. So just pay respect.
Well, it can be as long as her spirit is good, because you can always motivate her to exercise. You got to do it with her,
Yeah.
but you can always motivate. Just because she this big today, don't mean a year from now, 2 years from now, with the right man, can motivate her to want to lose some weight as long as the inside. See, we as humans sometimes, and you brothers know it, we put too much emphasis on the exterior. And we don't look at the heart. That's the way a lot of us get fucked up.
So here's
we looking at big
what
booty
my
Judy.
What my solution is right now, because you said something the other day about the picker. Was that you said something about the picker being broke? Somebody in the conversation had mentioned how our picker is broke. It might have been you or Gun Jones, somebody. And I identify with that.
Okay.
You know, I identify that. So
Right.
I'm waiting, you know, and I know that when the queen shows up, the king's
Right.
gonna recognize her. But he's got to send her to me because I like a large, medium, and small, fat, skinny, and tall.
Yeah, I
You
know
understand what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
So because
Black,
I
white,
don't
or
know,
purple.
because I don't know,
Yeah, right.
you know, other than the natural thing.
Uh-huh.
I mess around. I got 30 years of marriage under my belt,
Right.
3 different wives.
Whoa.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, my.
I
I
understand.
keep trying.
Exactly.
At least you tried, brother.
I keep
Respect.
trying.
You tried,
Yeah,
man.
I keep
Respect.
trying. And
Exactly.
so where I am right now is on my way out of marriage number 3.
Yeah, right.
I moved
Oh.
here and she didn't. But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I met her 3 months after my sons were murdered. And I wasn't in any real state
Right.
to make any kind of, but I was looking at the effectiveness of the ministry. I was looking at what Yahuwah was doing with me
Right.
as the confirmation that I, as a man, was okay and I wasn't.
Yeah, right.
And I stayed in that zone for 3 years. Stayed clean, kept serving, kept preaching, kept teaching, kept walking it out to the best of my ability. However, I was still I was broken. And guess
right.
what? I'm still broken.
Yeah, right.
Because you know, he's still working on me.
Yeah.
And so the thing that I have to have, man, I have to have patience. And I thank him for the patience that he gives me. It's in this season where everything tries to wear thin.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that because, you know, the adversary knows, you know, how I feel about having birthdays, having these boys, raise these boys. And I was not like my dad. I was a present in the house, first teacher for a friend's father.
Right.
With my, I was a neighborhood, more like a soccer dad kind of guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was a beautiful transformation
Right.
because prior to that, I was something else.
All
I don't
right.
want to talk about it.
Exactly. But you know, when we really in trouble, it's when God ain't working through with us or through us.
Hey, my sisters.
Good morning, ladies.
There we go. There we go.
Thank you so
You're
very
welcome.
much.
You're very welcome.
You
How
have
Yeah.
are you
saved me a
ladies?
lot of trouble.
That's right.
Oh, thank you.
Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. How
Hey,
are you?
Dana, how are you?
And your name one more time?
My name is Howie.
Howie.
Yeah, Lieutenant Howie. Just call me Howie. Cybersecurity engineer, like you want to be. You said you're in the program. I want to talk to you and bless you. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning,
How
Miss
you ladies
sister.
doing? Congratulations. Well, we'll get started
Yes, yes, sir.
like we always do. Praying for that addict that's still out there suffering.
Oh, you have to swear or something.
After we pray for that addict that's still out there suffering, we follow it with the serenity prayer. Pray for that addict still out there suffering. Serenity prayer.
Yahweh, grant me the serenity to accept the things that cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference.
Yesterday I gave out an assignment
Yes,
for everybody to bring a S.M.A.R.T goal today.
Yes.
So we can help you critique it.
Yes.
So I know everybody's got that.
yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, but before I go into your S.M.A.R.T goals, let's do a quick check-in.
Okay.
And we'll start with Miss Shay down there. Miss Shay, you want to check in, let your family know how you doing this morning.
I'm doing okay. Just holding in there. Just trying to not be frustrated, trying to keep God first, and just really stay prayed up. And yeah. And I have to ask you something personal later. I don't know if I want to share it, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. What happened yesterday?
Well, you know, one-eye group rule, whatever we say in this room, stay in this room. So if you want to, cause I don't have all the answers. Somebody else may have a better answer than I've got.
I don't know. I just know that it's a free service through Mercy Care.
Yes.
The dental service.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was an assistant or someone doing my work for deep cleaning, and they burnt my lips.
Ooh.
And they tried to blame it and say, "Oh, did you have a cold sore?" And I was like, when I walked in here, did I have a cold sore? And would you have did the information? Would you have did the deep cleaning if you seen a cold sore on my lips? So they didn't even take responsibility.
Oh my. Oh
And
my.
it's swollen up, and I'm like, okay, really?
Oh.
So, Miss Shay, what you gonna do about it?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I took pictures.
Okay.
I
Okay.
put ice on it. I went to work.
Okay.
I don't know.
And the dentist has a supervisor also.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you do a written complaint
Yeah, I'm gonna have
to the
I'm gonna go
head
there.
of the dental department along with your pictures, your visuals to show what they did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
And if that doesn't work now, and this isn't me personally, if I didn't get satisfaction from the head of the dental department in Mercy Care, then I'm going to the phone to one of these attorneys that say, yeah, I'll
Oh.
get you some money.
Oh.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna have one of those suit attorneys, you know,
Yeah.
and let them go at them because they know more about the law than we do.
Yeah.
And if they don't give you satisfaction, you know, we hate to sue people,
Right.
but we live in a society that say we can, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Anybody else got a suggestion?
Yeah, I'm getting my dental
I
appointment.
would
Oh,
call-
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One at a
Ladies
time.
first,
Don't
ladies
forget,
first.
We can
No,
sing
I would just say,
together.
I would take a suggestion, just call them and talk to the head person. and
No, I
just
wouldn't talk
see-
to him. I have a written,
Oh, okay,
you
there
know.
you go.
Yeah, write it, Leila. Because the written word means more than lip service,
Yes.
I call it.
Yes.
Put it in writing, your complaint.
Oh, no
I
problem.
came in here, they burned my lip,
Yeah.
and then have your pictures as proof,
Yes.
rather than talk about it.
Yes.
That's what I tell people when they come to me in here with a complaint.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not worth putting in writing, don't come to me about it.
Okay.
And y'all, please excuse me. I call that bitch shit. Don't come to me with you. He did this to me, and she did that. That bitch shit to me. Put it in writing, then I'll address it. Yeah, put it in writing.
Yeah, I
What
would
were
say
you gonna
that
say?
there's a program called Chat GPT. It's the world of artificial intelligence, and you could write like what we call a prompt, and it will create a letter that you can print out that will say all the right words the way the European man wants to hear it, that will move mountains for you. And I have an appointment with Mercy Care coming up for my teeth in like 2 weeks, so thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, 'cause I think
because-
they said they used interns or I don't know, students or something, but you know, he didn't understand the water and the temperature and the.
Oh, God.
That got too hot. I mean,
Oh my God.
And I was, you know.
And they doing a deep
So, you
clean.
know, I didn't feel it hardly, but when I mentioned the hot water, he said I flinched at the end. And I didn't
Ooh.
realize it because I was already,
Ooh,
you know,
Jesus.
I could barely feel.
Yeah, because of Novocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd write a letter to the head of the dental department at Mercy Care. If I didn't get satisfaction there, then I'd seek the law on. That's what I do.
You think I should cancel my appointment because of that? Because I don't know if I want to go to
No,
Mercy Care.
that's the first time. I've been dealing with Mercy Care since 2006. And that's the first complaint I ever heard about them. So I wouldn't cancel my appointment just because Miss Shea had a bad experience. Don't mean you gonna have one. You can't base yours off of her experience. That was her experience. If you go over there, you know, God, they messing a bunch of folks up. But don't base your experience off of her experience.
Just be more aware though.
It's just more money coming her way now.
It's a sign of, you know, just to be aware.
Because
Thank
I
you.
know a lot of people that have gone to Mercy Care, got beautiful smiles.
Oh, really?
You know, beautiful teeth, yeah. But, yeah, she had a bad experience. Yeah. Mr. Wright,
Yes,
check
sir.
in while you're doing that, too.
Check in.
Okay.
I'm rumbling. So far, I'm victorious. It's a season of increased warfare and attack, you know, and it becomes challenging for me to walk in the ways that I normally do, with the fullness of joy and the fullness of peace. I am in a season of, like I was telling Brother, Jubilee for deliverance from the drugs and alcohol. And 13 years ago, I lost my brother. And even before I could grieve him, until 103 days after him, on February 4th, my oldest son was murdered. And then 19 days after him, my baby boy was murdered. And so my oldest son was 32 for like a month, and my baby boy was 26 for 2 days. And I carry that mourning and that grief every year, and even as I continue to, you know, seek the help that I need. And that's why it's so important for me to, like, not put a mask on and try to act like I'm not affected. But what that lets me know is that I gotta be more on guard, because the adversary has been rearing his ugly behind head. So I know that when I'm getting weaker when I start. Now this is just me. When I start to use profanity, that breaks my shield down. When I go away from the word, when I go away from the spiritual principles, when I start looking at people and seeing only the evil in them and not the good, when I intentionally am repelled and repulsed by a person, I don't have anything to do with them, because I know from the honest assessment that I learned how to do in the program, how to know that I know that I'm capable of anything I've ever done, including using. I'm capable. I don't tell myself because it's been, 4 weeks, 11 months, and 33 years that no, because I've been around long enough to see the people that think like that end up starting all over again. And so it's about incorporating that word that says, don't think more highly of myself than I ought to. Because I know I'm a good man. And what makes me good is that I'm dangerous. And I know that I'm dangerous. But what makes me good is temperance. It's self-control. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the, and it just gets heightened in this season. It's like I don't be knowing how to feel, so I just have to feel what I feel and be mindful of if I put too much thought on anything on the negative side, that's going to bring on some negative emotions and it's going to result in a negative behavior. So that's the truth. Ruth?
Did anybody hear what I heard that struck me? What did you hear that Mr. Wright said that struck you?
He's grieving.
Yes.
Grieving.
Yes.
Okay. No right or
That's a
wrong
lot.
answer in this group,
I
because
heard
we
that.
all hear different things.
That's what I heard.
What you hear, Liz? Grieving. What you hear, Miss Liz?
I heard that he knows where his head can go, but he knows what to do to keep himself from there. But I can relate to that because when my dad passed 2 years ago in December, I did the same thing. I started like cussing more and like you, exactly word for word like how you felt, and I just see that but you know where your head's at though, and I mean I don't even know what words to express that. I could.
No, you're expressing well.
Yeah.
I could only
Miss,
imagine.
you said you heard grief, Miss Shay. What did you hear?
Mhm.
Nobody said what I heard yet. I heard all of those
Oh,
things.
oh,
All
boy.
of those are correct.
Okay.
But I heard something else too. Miss
I
Yang.
did hear grief, but I did hear that he's been doing a lot of self-reflection.
Okay.
So he's aware.
Mhm.
He's able to be able to control it.
Okay.
And through talking about it, and letting those emotions out, it's helped him.
All of those are correct.
Something else, okay.
What I heard that really struck me was I'm capable of doing what I used to do.
Ooh.
I'm capable of smoking dope again.
Ooh.
I'm capable of drinking liquor again.
Ooh.
I'm capable of running the street again. But my higher power keeps me grounded.
Ooh.
It keeps me from doing that. See, and I also heard Brother Wright say I shouldn't think more highly of myself, because I did that. After 10 years, I got this shit. And I ended up relapsing, having to start over like he said. Remember, we can't get rid of that gene we got in us.
Yes.
It was inherited, born in us.
Yes.
So what we have to do is make that gene work for us. Put it into something that's going to be productive rather than destroy. We can't get rid of the gene. My first sponsor told me, when I first came into treatment in 1989, my whole conversation was, I don't want to use, I don't want to drink, I don't want to do that. He said, stop telling yourself that. He said, because the more you tell yourself, the more it grows in your life about what you don't want to do. Flip it. Tell yourself what you're going to do. And then that's what will grow in our life. Not what I don't want to do. I don't want that shit to surface. I want to focus on what I'm going to do. Start focusing on that, and you'll see things begin to happen. How much time am I going to spend studying? How many times am I going to talk to my sponsor? How many meetings am I going to go to with 12 steps of your way? How many times am I going to go to church? Is church is your route to living a better quality of life? Whatever your route is, spend more time on what you're going to do. Anybody here ever done that other than me?
Yeah.
Spend their energy on what you don't want to do other than me? You never done that?
No, I've done it.
You done
Yeah,
it?
there's
You
a lot
done
of
it?
things in one day I don't want to
You done
do,
that?
but I
You
gotta
done
do
that,
them.
brother?
Those teachers having to
Absolutely. You
check.
done that?
There's
All
a
of
lot
us
of things
have
I
done
don't
it. It's
wanna
human.
do.
It's human nature.
And it's so, it just fits, because when we talk about the process, you know, so cognitive behavioral therapy, right? So we think, and we feel, and we do. And so, and it's interrelated. There is no, sometimes the feeling comes so strong and so fast, we ain't really aware of what we're thinking, but we're thinking something for it to happen.
Oh, he got
So,
some.
so because it's interrelated, what that means in my experience and what I share and teach people is that if we change one, we're gonna impact the other two. And normally when I'm doing that, I'll take 3 locks and I'll make a braid because it's interrelated, and then I'll pull one out. And so to show the illustration that if we change the behavior, because in my experience, I had to behave myself into a new way of thinking. And from doing what recovering addicts do, not addicts, recovering addicts, by doing what recovering addicts do, I learned what to do.
And let me share this and try to break it down into what Mr. Wright is saying.
Yes.
All of those things are interrelated. See, the first thing started in our mind, in our thought process. Then it goes from our mind to our heart. And then it goes from our heart to our behavior. All 3 of those things are interrelated. So if I don't want it to show up in my behavior, I better change it while I got the power. I better change it while it's up here. Because once it gets to my heart, it's hard to change. And once it show up in my behavior, it's damn hard to change. That's how they interrelate. See, we got the power of what we let stay up here. We lose power when it gets to our heart. And we sure lose our power when it gets to our behavior. It can happen, but it's hard work once it gets to our behavior. That's why Salvation Army full of people that's struggling with because they let it show up in their behavior. Say what Mr. Wright's talking about, he don't want to show up in his behavior, so he changed it up here in his mind. That's all cognitive behavior therapy is about. That's right. We got the power. See, I got the power to let I don't have the power of what come in there. You don't have the power, but I got the power of what I let stay in there.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So the incorporation of the belief system, the word. So the word tells me, stay my mind on him, and he'll give me a perfect peace. And that's that thing that I guard no matter what. That is one of my most valued possessions, the peace. It don't make no sense. Because it don't make no sense for me to be at peace with all this stuff going on. But the fact that the peace is real, which is what makes God real for me. You know what I mean? And so he gives me everything I need, even the faith to believe it enough to try it, to see that it works. And it ain't in me. It ain't in me. The best thing he gives me is the awareness of a thing. It's like the voice. I was taught there's 3 voices that goes on. There's God talking to me, the adversary talking to me, and me talking to myself. And we ain't talking about schizoaffective and all that other stuff. We talking
And 2
about
of them
the
can be
spirit.
detrimental.
That's right.
Two of them can be
So the word
That's
tells me
right.
that my sheep know my voice. And so the way that I got to learn that voice is looking at all the different times when I said to myself,
Dang, that's
something told me not to do that.
Yeah.
And then I come to a place of understanding that something doesn't have a voice, someone does. And because of his grace and his mercy, he brought me to an understanding of what it was an opposite to what I thought.
Let me get LT. I saw your hand a few
Yes,
minutes
sir.
ago. Like I said, I got 4 good eyes.
You got some great eyes, brother. You got some great eyes. Me too, brother. Me too.
I saw you a few minutes.
You-
Come on.
Oh, come on. I'm nervous. I have I'm a former executive, and I managed about 300 people before I lost everything, which unfortunately through medical and physical things put me here. Lost all. And I got a big exam tomorrow, which if I pass it, puts me in a bracket very well that I'm used to being in, versus where I'm from zero to hero, as
Do
somebody would say.
something for yourself.
See, sir?
Do something for yourself.
Like what?
You say, if I pass.
Ah.
Change that word.
I'm
if.
nervous.
Say, change that word
You're
if
very
to
smart.
when I pass.
Mm.
It's all in the way we think. If I pass it, leave room for what? Doubt, done.
I know. I just
When
want to
I
think
say,
more highly.
I'm going to,
Yeah.
like I'm going to Mars on my second doctorate degree. And
Yes,
June.
sir.
I ain't gonna tell myself I made Mars. No, I'm going Mars.
Oh.
I'm going Mars. And then I started acting like it during the thing. I stay focused on my goals. So switch that.
Okay, I can work that.
Okay.
And so I'm nervous and fear of spending up all night studying, and at the same time dealing with the C word and dealing with trying to
What
learn
should
to
we
walk.
do with fear?
It's hard.
What you say?
Tell me, sir, how do I deal with
Go
it?
fuck yourself.
Replace it with faith. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Oh, excuse
Write
me.
this down.
Okay.
It's a book called Feel the Fear
All right.
and Do It Anyway.
Huh.
F everything and relapse, face everything and recover, and then the triangle of self-obsession talks about resentment, anger, and fear, and how the solution is in the steps, and how when we replace acceptance, resentment with acceptance, love, anger, love, we replace, we use love, we replace anger with love, and we replace fear with faith. And that practice, man.
Do y'all know why I'm laughing?
I'm trying to
Because
figure it out.
that's
I'm trying to figure
exactly
it
what you
out.
were thinking.
Because in my hood, fear fuck everything and recover. That's what it meant in my same thing he said. But in my hood, that fear fuck everything and recover.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck everything else
All
and
right.
recover.
Yeah, respect it.
That's why I was laughing so hard. But
That's the first time I heard that one.
Me too.
It worked. For real. Don't really nothing else matter.
Every day.
Don't nothing else matter.
F every day.
If I'm stuck as a slave to my addiction of drugs and alcohol, nothing else matter. Family don't matter. Friends don't matter. Loved ones don't matter. My health don't matter. My job don't matter. Don't nothing else matter. So fuck everything else.
F everything.
And it's almost like those of us that play dominoes.
I play dominoes.
And
Yes.
if you stack those dominoes up, you ain't got to push every one down.
Oh.
Just push that first one down and everything else will
Yes,
fall
sir.
into place.
Yeah, yeah.
The same way with our life. If we recover, everything that we care about is going to fall in place.
Okay.
We're going to take better care of our job, better care of our loved one, better care of our health, everything. Come on, bro, right? Yeah, no,
I
come
gotta
on.
be me.
Come on.
Have you heard the one about the little boy and the map and the 5,000 piece jigsaw puzzle? So
I don't think so.
So this is what I'm trying to be real brief, real quick. So the
Okay.
father, he's a workaholic. He go to work, and he's got this 5-year-old son. Every day he comes home, the boy's like, Daddy's home, Daddy, let's play. And the father will say, well, okay, baby, but you see this stack of papers? He says, you like to have the lights on and everything? I gotta do this work. And when I get done, I'll come and play. So he kept blowing the boy out. He came up with a great idea. All right, I'm gonna get something to occupy him. So he goes by the hobby shop. He gets a 5,000-piece jigsaw puzzle of the map of the world, the globe, right? So he comes home. The boy, Daddy's home. So the father says, okay, go put this 5,000-piece jigsaw puzzle down to a 5-year-old. This 5,000-piece jigsaw puzzle together, and then Dad will come and play with you. 15 minutes later, the boy comes back. He says, Daddy, I'm done. It's done. It's like, what?
What?
You know I go, come on now, you tell Daddy the truth. It's done, it's done. And so he goes in and he sees the 5,000-piece jigsaw puzzle all put together, everything in the right place, not a piece missing. He said, my son's a genius, boy, how you know what a map of the world look like? He said, on one side is the map of the world. On the other side is a picture of a man. He said, I put the man together. And the world fell into place.
Yeah, all right.
I got that story told to me at the beginning of my process. It just meant that when I do the work on me, when I keep the focus on me, when I don't point the finger and look for your stuff, and I mind my business, I can be more help first to me and then to others.
I got another story.
Yes. Yes, bring it, Brenda.
Yeah. It was the parents. They were having trouble with the child. He disobedient, he bad, he hard-headed, right? So they said, we're going to send him over here to this Catholic school with these nuns, okay? Maybe they can straighten him out. So he went over there, and all of a sudden, he was real bad in math, real bad. All of a sudden, he started making A's in math, and his parents were bewildered. What in the world happened? He used to make F's doing this. So they went to little Johnny and said, little Johnny, what happened? You used to make F's, now you're making A's in math. Little Johnny told him, say, I don't want to be like that man. They put on that plus sign.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeshua Mashiach.
Johnny started following Christ's principles, and he started doing better. He didn't want to be like that man.
They put on the plus sign.
No way.
That is too funny.
I gotta use that one.
He didn't want to be like that man that put on that plus sign. Yeah. But you know, like having been on both sides of this thing, the addiction, the recovery, the relapse, life, even though it comes with challenges, our Creator never promised us a flower bed, a rose garden, and life was going to be so easy. And the book tells me, if he struggled, bled, died, and he was sinless, what gives me the right to say, why this happening to me this all night? We gonna go through some struggles in this life. That's just a part of life. You know, I think yesterday or the day before I said, Les Brown say we either in a struggle,
Coming out of a
we
struggle.
coming out of a struggle, or we headed to a struggle. That's the cycle of life.
Yes, sir.
We either in a struggle, we just left a struggle, or we headed to a struggle. And me and Brother Wright were talking this morning, after every struggle that we overcome, God gives us a period of rest. Rest. Okay, build our energy up. This is our period, your period of respite. Right now, you ain't got to worry about no light bill. You ain't got to worry about no rent, no mortgage. This is your opportunity to build your strength. You don't have those things to worry about. See, she got to worry about it now. You going to have it to worry about next weekend. Because if you don't pay your rent, they going to politely ask you to move. So take advantage of this respite time to build your strength, to set some goals on when Layla, hope she got some goals of how she going to maintain her independence. Hopefully, and Sonia gonna have some goals to maintain, because just as sure as we're quiet, we can lose it.
Yes.
Just as sure as we're quiet.
Yes.
See, I could lose my recovery today. 19 years and so many months. I could lose it today. And you know how many decisions it takes for me to lose it? One bad decision. And see, at 73 years old, I can't afford no bad decisions.
55, I can't either.
Because if I get knocked down again, can't get back. I may be like the one lonesome guy was under that bridge this morning.
Oh, no.
It's not thin out. He's still out there. I may be like that guy. Fuck it, I'll just stay down here. It takes strength, energy, courage to get back up and try again. The weak at heart can't do that. And nobody can do it without our Creator's help. We got to have. Now, my literature that I said, like I said, I've been around these rooms since '89. And they tell me even an atheist can recover.
What?
I don't know. That's what they teach in these rooms. That's Dr. Bob and Mr.
That's
Bill
what
that
I read in the
started
book.
AA.
That's
Say
what I read
even
in
the
the
age-
book.
To the agnostics.
Yeah, to the
Yeah.
agnostic. I don't know how the hell they do it. I'm glad I ain't got to try it that
I
way.
know that's right. So here's the thing, the spiritual principles, they are interrelated to certain religions, but it's the principles in themselves that people who don't believe in particular deities can embrace, like truth, honesty.
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Well, I've sponsored,
That makes a lot of sense.
agnostics
Okay.
and you know people of a different religion, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense because they're not built on the Bible, they built on spiritual principles.
Right.
And it's a big difference
Big difference.
between the Bible and spiritual principles.
Big difference.
Come on,
There-
Miss Lynn.
I want to say it was a book I read that actually got me to want to try AA. I think it's called Living Sober or Sober Living,
Okay.
something like that.
Sober.
Okay.
But and it might not even be in that book. But anyway, the point is, they're the people that there was this person that was agnostic, but he wanted to quit drinking, and they said, "Well, I don't have a higher power because I don't believe in anything greater than myself. You know, like then, you know, whatever." And he said, "Well, make the doorknob your higher power."
Oh.
So, like,
Huh.
I don't know if it was in that book or if I read it somewhere else.
Right.
And so every time he looked at a doorknob, or like he had a craving, like, you know, he turned to the doorknob. And so he made that his higher power. And eventually he did come to find a
Because
higher.
Dr. Bob and Mr. Bill said we can make this group right here our higher power. We can become dependent on each other.
Are greater than
Or
ourselves.
was that that's not in the AA book, is it? No.
Mhm.
Is that in the AA
You
book?
can make anything your
I don't
higher
know where I read
power
that.
to help you stay away from drugs and alcohol. You can make your home
No,
group
that's not in there.
your higher power. You can even make your sponsor and your network your higher power. And come on, help me.
Yeah, cause so when I came around and they was talking about the doorknob, I'm like, man, the hell with that. You know,
Yeah.
because he had given me some stuff, right, that I was embracing. And it was through these principles that I began to embrace. So we have the higher power. Then we have a power greater than myself. So I use the collective of the shared experience of people in the rooms as a power greater than myself. Because certainly if everybody in the room bum rushed me, somebody get clocked, well, I'm going to end up getting dusted by everybody in the room. You understand what I'm saying? So it was making the distinction between a power greater than myself and a higher power. The higher power for me was more spiritual on the level of God or Yahuwah, right? Commonly called God. The power greater than myself could be everything he said. The people. And a lot of us, a lot of us, well, the we is my power greater than myself. Okay, that's fine. I struggle with it personally because my analytical, critical thinking behind says, well, how are you power greater than them? How are you power greater than me when you're saying the same thing I'm saying about being powerless? That was before I came into the understanding of what powerlessness was. But yeah, man.
Yeah. You know, another thing that I've grown to understand a lot better than I did when I first started this journey, when I walked in there, just like a lot of you are, and they tell us recovery is easy, but it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, these motherfuckers crazy. How the hell is it gonna be easy? But I understand it today. I understand it a lot better today than I did back then. Because those things that seem contrary to each other actually work together. for who's good? Our good. They work together. I can make it as easy as I want it to be or as hard as I want it to be. And usually, the way we make it hard is when we go up here
Oh, yeah.
by ourselves and try to carve a new path. Said thousands of people have recovered in many different ways. Some people recover by going to church more often, getting more spiritually involved. Some people recover using the 12-step program. Some people are just abstinent. They're not using in many roads to get to where you want to go. So I'm not going to say 12-step is the only way, but it's a very proven way. It's been proven for decades and decades that it works. Because association brings on assimilation. Say, if I associate with the guys I grew up with in Vine City Boy Home and the Beloved, I'm going to eventually be just like them, man. And guess what? We didn't have nothing to do with it. The great architect of the universe
That's
created
right.
it that
The great
way.
architect of the
It's
universe.
called gravitational pull.
Yes.
He created it that
Yes.
way. It's easier to go down than it is
Most
to come
definitely,
up.
most definitely.
I had an uncle, he got murdered years ago, back in the 70s, right? And he met this lady in prison. She was from Florida, and he moved to here, and they started living together. And he would always pick at her. He said, I'm going to find me a new woman. I'm putting it nicely. I don't want to be so vulgar this morning. I'm going to find me a new woman. She said, you go right ahead. Because I guarantee you I can find a new man because I can look up longer than you can look down.
Ooh, you got it, you got it.
God planned it that way.
Yeah.
It's so easy to go down, you know, but it's hard to go up. What I like for somebody to do is tell me one of the goals you gave your case manager that you wanted to obtain, and then collectively as a group, we want to help that person to create it as a SMART goal to make sure it's got all of those characteristics in there, okay? Who want to volunteer? Mr. LT want to volunteer.
LT wants to volunteer.
What's your goal?
My goal is to,
And
well,
this is your vision board.
my vision
actually.
board, as I wrote it down, my goal is to, first and foremost, to become my old self, or to become a better cybersecurity executive.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
It's a cybersecurity
Okay.
executive.
Become a
And
better.
cybersecurity executive.
I'm just gonna put it there.
You say cybersecurity, oh yeah.
Exactly.
And to be able to.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a
Oh,
minute.
okay.
Yeah, that's one goal. Don't
Yeah, that's all.
combine
Just
too
one
many
goal.
goals.
Okay. But inside of
That's the
itself,
one
okay.
goal.
Yeah.
Said, sometimes when we overload our goals, we end
that's
up
good.
doing
That's
nothing.
good.
We used to call it a jack of all trades and a master of nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. We want one specific goal, and that part of specific. But if I want to be a better executive, and I want to own these people, and I want to do this, and I got to do that, we done overloaded that goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, overload. Okay. So become a better executive. Is that specific?
Yes.
And he qualified by saying IT executive, didn't he?
Yes.
He made it even more specific.
Yes, sir.
IT executive. Is there a measuring tool in there? No.
You don't think so?
I know not.
So-
Because he didn't say by when.
Oh, good point.
I want to be a better executive in a year. I want to be a better executive in 2 years. You got to have something to measure it by
Okay.
to see if you headed toward that main goal.
Okay.
See,
So you know where I went?
where you go.
Where he was talking about he's in the process.
Mhm.
So I was looking at the step that he's taking as the measurement versus, I wasn't thinking of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm clear now.
You could, yeah. put your I want to be a better executive in whatever you choose, 6 months, a year,
Ooh,
2 years, whatever.
Okay.
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 Is his goal achievable?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
I believe so.
If he puts in the work.
Yeah.
Is it realistic?
Yes.
Okay. It's realistic. And again,
Time.
it does not have the time.
That's
By
my
when?
words. Okay.
By when?
Okay.
These two are pretty much the same.
Mm.
This is the ultimate, say in a year, and this is to measure. I'm gonna measure my progress every week for a year.
Okay.
Understand?
Gotcha.
What I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You did
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Now, come on.
How do I measure my progress or my progress? How would I measure my progress in a year?
What you gonna do? You gonna be up here. What is it that makes a better executive? So you got to do research on high level, efficient, productive executives. Find out what they do.
Okay.
And then, but it becomes easy now. Just do what the fuck they did. Just do what they did. So your work started up here.
Okay.
Researching, and you familiar with AI?
Yes, sir.
Qualification of an effective executive, and AI will give you everything you want, all
you.
of their characteristics, and then you start doing them one by one by one. If you want to be a better wife, better husband, better friend, AI will tell you exactly how to do it. Let me tell you, I celebrated my 49th anniversary back in November, right? And I'm not a writer, like bro, right there. So I went on AI and I put in there, I want to do a marvelous letter thanking my wife for 49 gorgeous years. She still thinks I love her. It was so beautiful. She got tears.
She's like crying.
And I done had a heart attack. That one.
Oh man, you better never touch. That's one of those take it to your grave.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Take it to your
grave. Take it to your grave.
Don't tell her.
That's right.
You gonna
You
break that
tell
little heart.
You tell it what you want.
That's my.
You don't just do it.
That's right.
You tell it, I want this, this, and this, and this, and basically it refines it and writes it out for you. But it's still you telling it.
Right. You
But it
tell
writes it in a different way that sounds so.
It's so professional.
Yeah.
So people tried to sue AI.
Oh.
But AI did exactly what it was designed. It doesn't have feelings. It
Right.
does not have emotions like human. So this boy got on AI and said, I want to kill myself.
Oh.
AI told, get your gun and blow your brains out. And that fool got a gun and blew his brains out.
man.
AI
Yeah,
don't
you
have
can't sue
emotion.
them for
The guy say he want to kill himself. AI told him how to do it.
Hey, wow.
It don't know right from wrong.
Wow.
It doesn't know that, like, if somebody says that, you call 988.
Wow.
They tried
wow.
to sue AI for that, and the case was dismissed.
It was?
Yeah, it was dismissed. AI did what it was designed to do.
Wow.
He said he wanted to kill himself, so AI told him how to do it.
All right.
But those are so once you find out the process of what effective executives do,
Okay.
then you got to put them in order. I'm gonna work on this. Once I master that, then I'm gonna master this, and then I'm gonna master that. Am I moving toward my goal of 6 months or a year? Breaking down these steps here, yeah, I can achieve it if I keep doing the work. It's realistic because it's something I want. And in a year, I'm going to have mastered the characteristics of effective executive.
So I can ask AI that point. What you just said, I can ask AI and
You
it'll
can
tell
ask
me.
AI,
I will do that.
what are the
Thank
characteristics
you.
of successful,
right.
effective executives?
All right.
And AI will even qualify for him.
What?
You want to be
I-
an executive in what?
Cybersecurity.
In cybersecurity, you can put that. Characteristic of cybersecurity, effective cybersecurity executive, and it'll give you a
Thank you,
breakdown
sir.
of all of it. See, in today's modern technology, you don't have to be real smart. You can be a fucking dummy. It's so many tools we can use, and you don't have to have a laptop like this. Everybody, all you got to have is a smartphone, and it will do everything you need it to do. We can put our brains to rest for a while, trying to think things. I don't try to think of nothing because I know anything I need to know right here, and this is not a good thing, Reverend, but it's me, and I have to be true. I don't try to remember scriptures no more
You don't try?
because I damaged a lot of cells with dope and alcohol.
Oh.
So I go to my phone if I want to know where a scripture is. I go to my phone and it tell me. I can't remember all that. I can't even remember y'all name in here.
You can't remember?
I'm trying to remember 66
why you
books
gotta
in the
sleep.
Bible.
Be smart.
See, that's not achievable for me. But I can achieve what I want with technology.
Yes, sir.
Right? And people think we so smart. Damn, they're smart.
Thank you,
yo.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So there's a thing
Okay.
called Notebook LM.
Notebook.
Notebook LM, and so
Is that AI too?
It's AI. It's real interesting. So
And what's the name of it again?
Notebook LM.
Notebook.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I had a friend of mine read a copy of a book that I had written, and he said, "Man, you got to put this in Notebook LM, and they'll do like this overview, like a podcast."
Mm-hmm.
And so what I didn't feel like I was done with the book, and then when I listened to the podcast, they asked a question that I didn't consider. Was this man's opinion, or was there any evidence-based research?
Okay.
And so from that point on, that was the first book that I had completed writing. So from that book on, I make sure that when I'm speaking my experience, that it's supported by scripture and it's supported by evidence-based research.
Right.
So using that tool helped me to develop even as a better writer, because I want to be able to articulate no matter what level of the the audience is. And so and then when I look at some of the stuff that I write, and I'm writing professional things, and I'm using the professional language, and I'm like, yeah, I know that, I wrote that. But the beautiful thing is having the ability to be able to break it down.
Right.
To
One of the worst things that a person can do is get up in front of an audience and give out unfounded information. And somebody come back and say, you told us this, but according to this study, this research,
boy.
that didn't happen. Then you look like a fool. That's one of the worst things we could ever do.
Thank you for that knowledge.
Yeah, that's why when I facilitate groups,
I see.
the things I teach, they already been proven. They've been proven already. So nobody can come back and say, that dumb motherfucker didn't know what he was talking about. That dumb motherfucker didn't know what he was talking about, because it's already been proven.
that's why
It's
I don't
evidence-based.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't even
Evidence-based.
indulge in conversations. If I hear people talking about something and I know that I know that I know that I know that I don't know, I shut up. I ain't got nothing to say.
You know why he do that?
Why?
Because I don't want to look like a fool.
Yeah. And it's another reason he don't want to look like a, because he's intelligent. If you don't know something, shut the fuck up. You don't know something. It's so many arenas I go into. I'm not versed on what they talking about.
Yeah,
So
some
I
people
sit
don't
there and shut up.
Yeah, some people don't have to be so harsh though.
My-
Because just like Wycliffe, when he wanted to run for president, see, I read that and I remembered that you have to, certain states, you have to live there for a year before you run for council. So I had
Who
to,
was
like,
that?
Wycliffe.
Okay.
Wycliffe Jean, he's a
singer,
Jamaican singer,
he-
plays
he,
Fugees.
As you say, made a fool of himself.
One time,
That's written in the
one time?
Bible.
Two
That's
times.
written in the
Excuse me.
Bible, but
Right.
I'm just not as a harsh person like that. Like, I don't laugh at if you're not with, and then you teach, because that's like spreading the good news, and that's what we're to do.
Yep,
So
right.
yeah, it's two wrongs in that when people act like that, because it's not good. There's
No,
nothing
right.
good in that.
Right.
Yes,
People, that's
That's true.
belittlement.
That's true.
That's belittlement, and that's bringing someone down
Yes,
with
ma'am.
words.
Yes, ma'am.
And words are powerful,
Very.
and it's to be
Right.
used as a gift.
Yes.
That's the power of the tongue.
Yes.
And sometimes,
Speak it.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
don't
sir.
do stuff like that.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't do.
sometimes, to bring them to reality,
True.
we have to be hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Else they
Some
stay
people
up
need
on
that.
that time. Some people you have to.
Yeah.
I've had to do it in the group here when
Yeah.
somebody come in here with some foolishness.
Oh.
It's one of y'all guys right now. One of y'all bet he won't come back to my group because
No.
he came in here with foolishness.
No.
And I had to chop his knees off of my.
Sure, no, drop
I'm
the
the only
knee.
one
No,
that was
my
there for
blessing.
that.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
remember
was
he got
there.
to hollering at
Oh,
the ladies
man.
and
Yeah.
you're not gonna
Shonda,
disrespect these
Shonda.
ladies because you the best employee they had in Virginia. And they fired you for no reason. Come on, bro.
It was
I
just-
look that
it was
stupid.
just- it was sad.
You the best employee, but they fired you for no reason. Come on now. You better get real. You get out of yourself because you can't kill me.
Oh, boy.
And then the lady started trying to tell that don't sound right. If you're the best employee, they must have had a reason to fire you. Oh,
Oh, boy. Ooh.
he won't come back.
And once you tell that one lie, you're gonna have to keep on lying.
You have to keep lying. Yes, keep going.
Yeah,
At least you stopped them from being a liar.
Yeah.
exactly.
But you said he got mad as soon as he was contradicted by your
Right.
words.
That's right. Because the only person that get mad at the truth is a liar.
Wow.
A liar would
He
get
didn't-
mad when you give
You want
them
to talk about
honest,
everything else
face
but
to
him.
face truth.
No,
You know what
He had a
my
lot
niece
going on.
always say?
This was that.
The God in somebody will disturb the demons in somebody else.
Whoa.
It'll bring out. They see us around here acting God. If you want people to get the fuck away,
Don't say it, brother. Say it. You
if
right.
you want people to get the fuck away from you,
Say it.
start using some spiritual principles.
Start.
Because
Oh, right.
the book don't tell me to run from the
They said
devil.
you should
It
flee from
tells me to
them.
resist him.
flee.
Keep using God's word, then he don't flee from me.
Exactly.
You want to get people away from you, start talking some spiritual principles when they start talking that foolish bullshit.
I've
They
seen
go all around
I've seen it
salvation.
here.
Can I
I've seen it
add
here.
something to that?
Please do.
Because while we talking it, walking.
Walk it.
Walking.
Walk it.
Can I add
People
something to
would
that?
come to me and tell me about other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like so and so said this about you. So and so said that about you. Were there? Yeah. But what did you say? What did you do? Nothing. Okay, so I didn't hear it from them, so I'm hearing it from you.
Right.
So it developed a habit where people know don't bring me no bull crap.
Right.
Because I'm gonna put it back on you.
Right.
Because whoever said whatever, they didn't say it to me.
Right.
If they didn't say it to me, as far as I'm concerned,
And
They don't exist.
obviously you had a willing listening
Yeah,
ear.
yeah, exactly.
And listen to it. Yeah.
May I add to
Yeah,
something,
for
sir?
sure.
And what you said right there, number two, what other people think of you is none of your
It's
business.
none of my business.
And so, me being here, I speak multilingual, multiple languages. So I can speak white, but I also can speak Twa, I can speak French and other languages, right? So I had a couple brothers that looked at me and like, hear me talking on the phone, talking another language, and it's like, oh, you're not American. So I get to, I'm not I'm not here. And of course I'm not, but I lived here. And I had a situation with a young man the other day. I was in the dorm right down the way, and unfortunately, my friend passed away by suicide. He was one of my veteran soldiers, and I was really upset. And I was going to bed, and I played taps, and I had it playing a little bit too loud. So the young man, who's about younger than my son, he could be my son age, he yelled at me and he said, "Turn it down." And I got him a flesh. Now, I'm a Christian, I'm a minister, but I got him a flesh. And I went right to the Marine Corps drill sergeant style, and I went at him. So he pulled my phone out from that was sitting charged, and I jumped out my wheelchair, and like all 10 people were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So then 2 days later, I get written up by Mr. Johnson, and they moved me to another location. It was the best thing in the whole wide world. The presence of God is so on me. and I don't even have no
What's-
worries. That's it, sir. Tell me what you got. Come on.
I heard about that 2-3 days ago when that first happened, and I never brought it up to you. Who was right and who was wrong in that situation?
I was wrong.
Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Because when you're living in a communal environment, you have to respect the community.
Yes.
And if our music are talking too loud,
Yes.
if we following spiritual principles,
Yes.
we lower it, don't we?
Yes. I had
Until
to,
we
Lord.
get in our own place,
Yes.
then we do what the fuck we want to do. We turn it up as loud as we want to.
So me apologize
But
to
you
the brother.
acknowledge-
Me
you
shook his
acknowledge-
hand.
you acknowledge
Me
that's
did
all.
Galatians
You did
6:1. I
what-
was overtaken
I
in
heard
fault.
about it
I
3-4
bet you
days
did.
ago.
Everybody talked about it because they come up to me like, hey, and they do what you just said. Did you know?
He was wrong, but two wrongs don't make a
Exactly.
right. You know?
Exactly.
He should have gone and reported it to a staff member.
I should have.
You were wrong. No, the person that
Yeah,
grabbed your phone
yeah.
should have gone and reported it to us. He playing the music too loud.
Yeah.
You were wrong for not respecting his right
I was totally
to
wrong.
peaceful
Exactly.
enjoyment.
So you
Yes.
say 2 wrongs don't make a right?
That what he
Right.
said? That what he said?
So I'm thinking like, so in situation, so there was a situation with me and my children's mother.
Okay.
She was wrong, and I was wrong, but we made Brian right.
Now we know the classic. Brother Brian, right?
I stand corrected.
I don't know why. See, that's just joy. That's joy.
I stand
And I'm grateful,
corrected.
and I'm grateful to feel free enough to
right.
like take a real serious situation, you know. But I gotta say this: the humility to be able to answer that question truthfully. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, I married my high school sweetheart. She wanted to get away from her demanding father and mother, right? It wasn't so much she was in love with me. She was wrong, and I just like her. She was head major, right? Yeah,
Oh, sexy.
had nice
She-
body.
Ooh.
So I was wrong, but we made Tamika. So I stand corrected.
Love the band thing.
Good at That was a good one.
Two wrongs can sometimes make a right. Huh?
Yeah, he makes that a right.
But let me say this, don't y'all try. Y'all may not be as lucky as me, yeah, y'all may not be as lucky as me, right?
Mess around, and be stuck like Chuck.
I don't want to be stuck like
Yeah,
Chuck.
yeah.
You know,
y'all already know.
I paid, my daughter's now 53.
Oh,
And
my
I
age,
paid
okay.
18 years,
Wow.
and I didn't mind one bit of that child support.
Really?
Even though it wasn't going for her, it was going for her mama. To buy her new clothes
Ain't that something?
and
Ain't
her
that sad?
new car.
Yeah,
I did my part, yeah.
Whoa, boy.
And that's all we can do, our
Boy,
part.
boy, boy.
Yeah. I've heard people say, I'm getting a panhandle of money. What they do with it is their business. And that's their right to think that, but I'm not giving no panhandle of nothing. Because they can get up and go to work, just like I do. If I'm 73 and go to work, they could find something to do.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Father
saying?
God,
I'm
see me.
begging.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I was a young parent.
Oh,
At 16 in 1988, I had my first child, and he's 38 to this day.
Congratulations.
It's a new year.
Right.
I have 3 children.
Congratulations.
And I raised them here in
Right.
Georgia. From 5, getting ready to go on 6, 4, getting ready to go on 5. So I had my 2 men in God. And then 2 months later, I came here married, but I actually got my sister to annul it because I came here with my paper car, and my husband was driving my car and slept with another girl from his brother and their friends and their little groups, and like punched me in the face and
Oh.
was in the passenger seat in my car, and he was driving my car. So I had called my sister because I couldn't, drive up, and I just started a new job. They said if you can make it here, when you move to the state within 2 weeks and you get a job and stuff, go
Right.
for it. So that's what I did, and I stayed fast in that. But yeah, that marriage I got annulled.
Right. And that maybe it could have been the best thing that you could have ever done, because it's not the resistance to change that caused the pain. It's holding on when it's time to let go, this cause the pain. If we let go, sometimes the pain ceases. It ain't the resistance to change.
Chickawaga, New York, up there by Canada.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I met him when I was 15 and he was 17.
Okay.
He was already sexually active and I wasn't even sexually active. So yeah, being around each other for like those times, I waited a whole year.
So you lived in upstate New York for a long time?
I'm 1 of 6, and my parents
Okay.
are from the South Arkansas.
Oh.
But
Okay.
they were coming out of Germany, so July 23rd, 1970, they were supposed to be going to their next port. I asked them, don't tell me that story again, because I hate that they chose to raise us 1 of 6 in Buffalo. I just didn't like it, it just seemed never for me. But yeah, so since I was coming out, E.C. Myers, it's now ECNC, that's the hospital I was born at. I was coming out, so they never made it to the next port. They got out of the service.
Okay.
And I'm 1 of 6 and they raised me there. So they had 3 children while they were in the service and 3 while they were out.
Oh, okay. You know, I used to drive tractor trailers years ago, and they sent me to New York, upstate New York, right?
Yes, yes.
And it was in January, February. Boy, it was so cold up there. And the little dispatcher told me, pick up a load, New York, take it to Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
All right.
I'm like, okay. And I was driving flatbeds where you had to chain the steel down, cover it up and all that. I got to Kingston, Ontario, Canada, and it was a minus 40 degrees. I'm a southern boy, I ain't used to that shit. And I'm out there shaking, mucus freezing, coming out of my nose, trying to change the stuff down. So I finally got it changed down, drove back to upstate New York, and you know what they told me?
What they told you, man?
Pick up another load and take it back. I ain't going back. I'm not going back there.
had to learn how to dress.
That ended my driving career because I headed south and they got a communication system in the truck, and he kept, you going in the wrong direction. No, I'm not. They had a terminal in Ringo, Georgia. I took their truck to Ringo and called my wife and my brother and said, y'all come get me, I'm not going. So I went for another job, and they say, they call it the DAT report. It's like a residential driving report. For a commercial driver, they call it the DAT report. They say, Mr. Dozier, we see where you got unauthorized use of a vehicle. 'Cause I drove back with no law. I said, yeah, it did. I said, they sent me to upstate New York, then they sent me to Kingston, Ontario, Canada. It was minus 40 degrees, and I meant I wasn't going back there. The guy, the recruiter, said, I don't blame you. When you want to start? Yeah, because I didn't try to make no excuses. I meant what I said.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes be firm on your beliefs. If
Let
you
your
believe
yay be yay.
something, let your yay be yay and your nay be nay.
Oh, yes, sir, Reverend. Look, you remember that scripture. You remember that verse.
Yeah. If you ain't gonna do something, don't bullshit, folks. Just tell them. And if they don't like it,
Oh, number 2.
What other people think of you.
that's their problem. It ain't my problem.
Number 2.
Amen to that.
Because it's just as easy for me to say no as it is yeah. And if a person don't like my no, that's their problem.
That's right, man.
So, you know, we call that when we're thinking about people that aren't in our presence, about what they did, what they said, we call that written space.
That's right.
So I was taught to construct.
And they ain't paying no
Ain't
rent.
paying no rent. So in my mind, I constructed a huge Hollywood-sized sign,
Okay.
red neon letters. It says, "No vacancy."
No way, I know that's right.
Because being human, I'm subject, but everything we can train ourselves to do the right thing. You know, we can train ourselves.
I'm gonna close with this. I was in Nassau, Bahamas, and there was this Jamaican something guy.
My mind.
He had 40 flamingo birds,
Okay.
right? He
Yes.
had 10 in each row,
Yeah, man.
4 rows.
Mhm.
10.
Respect.
He tell those birds, forward march.
Yeah.
All 40 of the birds were
Yeah,
marching.
respect.
He'd say left flank. Oh, one of them birds will do that. If you can train a bird to do that, why we can't train him? He tells them 40 birds about face. They all of them. And the lines wasn't crooked.
What?
The lines were just like a
Straight
military
lines.
line. It was the most amazing thing I ever seen in my life. And what hit me, why we can't train humans to be like this? I got 2 little ankle biters, Maltese Yorkie puppy. They mind better than humans.
Whoa.
They mind, they do what I tell them to do. You know why they do?
Why do that?
Because when they were young, I beat their ass. They be like, I never got you that.
They beat their ass, man.
Now when I tell them to do something, they do it. And the book tells us to do that now.
You
They
do.
raise up a child
In the way he should go.
that he should go. And when
When
he
he's
is
old,
old, he won't depart. And see, if he does depart, like I did, or so many other people did, you got a base to come back to.
Yeah.
Amen.
The problem
Amen.
is, they not getting a base these days. They not getting a base to come back to when they get off track.
Yeah, man.
Give your child a base to come back to.
Respect.
You ladies and men,
Yeah, man.
you know, teach them spiritual principles. Teach them the love of man so they won't be out there shooting and killing each other, you know, like fly. Because the book tells me I shouldn't take nothing I can't give. And I can't give a life, so I shouldn't take a life, should I?
No.
It's a-
No, man.
Oh,
No, man.
yeah.
Never.
But the Paul, and the older people my age, like I say, I'm 73, want to blame the young folks.
Is that
These
right?
young folks just crazy. No, it's us that didn't do our job.
Exactly.
We should have taught them better.
Most
We got to
definitely.
take
One
some
job to do.
responsibility.
We, the children of
Responsibility.
God, instilling the word of
We
God.
got to
So
take
we will
some
never go astray.
responsibility for what's going on in this world. If we had done a better job, but see, a lot of us, we're focused on having a nice car, the nice house, the nice money in the bank, and we lost what was important.
Stop being the man.
And we lost the village.
Yeah, man.
Parents going to school, jumping on the teacher because the teacher disciplined their child. When I came along, you get your ass beat around the corner.
Yeah, man.
Miss Jones beat your ass.
Yes.
And when you got back home, mama already knew her dad, and you get another one when you get back. But now, don't touch my child. You better touch her. Or that prison system gonna touch him later on. Because without discipline, that's how they build a big old prison.
Isn't that something?
They know.
Ridiculous.
It takes the
Yeah,
whole
but his truth
village.
is kind of hard on that too, because without the truth, you know, you don't want to hurt the child that's living and doing their part, and then that's like let up on them, and then that's tough point to be in life. God's real truth, and then it
It's,
takes a while for that justice. To
no, we
come.
lost that. I think we lost that.
It just belongs.
That's just me.
Can
I think it's
can I
been
say
lost.
something? 'Cause every
Been
now and
lost.
Please.
It's been lost.
Every now and again, I come in contact with the young person, and I get hope because they have some stuff that I got, which says somebody had to get that stuff to them. It ain't often, but it's often enough for me to feel secure enough that I can't say that we all just, because even in my family, like being abandoned, there was a lot that I didn't get. But grandma, I didn't get it, even though I didn't get the closeness thing, but the
Right.
teachings. Grandma,
I know what you're
Grandma.
saying.
She hooked the brother up.
Yeah.
She said she
So,
couldn't stand a liar and a thief.
Right.
And I heard her say she couldn't stand me because I lied and stole.
Lady, do you believe
Learn the difference.
you believe a liar is a murderer?
No.
You don't?
No?
Shay, you believe a liar is a murderer? No?
I think that's the starting point of it.
That's the starting point.
Yeah.
Okay. My brother, you
Yes.
believe a liar is murder?
Yes,
You do?
most
What
definitely.
about you?
Absolutely.
A liar is a murderer, because they murdered the truth.
Now I gotta say this. He said that to me 2 days ago. That's how I knew. I answered because I learned.
He already knew what was up.
You already knew what was going down.
You
Yeah.
all have a good weekend and don't get snowed in too bad.
Yeah.
Just like you said, it just passed over. It just passed over.
Miss Lila, you still enjoying your play? All right, good deal. Good deal. All right.
I actually slept pretty good last night. I've been having a hard time sleeping.
Hey man, I got brother Ryan right. I just
Yeah. I'm getting like in a routine kind of.
All right, have a good one. All right, have a good weekend.